Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And here we have Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Here are the lineups we've just been given. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I would have to go for Rodrigo Bentancur, Peter, because he's a player whose role is maybe a little hard to define, because he often seems to have a deeper line position in midfield, but he wants to get forward, he wants to see more action in the opposition box, he wants to try and get on the end of things, and that's where he's trying to take his game at this moment in time.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Defence can get it clear. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tottenham Hotspur must be pretty concerned about this fixture pile-up.
Yeah, and when you've got fixture congestion, it only takes an injury or two and it can heap more pressure on a very difficult spell.
Looks to slip it through. Anthony gets it away. Casemiro gets it back. Deftly done. They've managed to get it away. Spoon forward. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Danger averted for now. Tottenham Hotspur, whose last result owes so much to the astuteness of their manager.
He's a manager who understands how important the bench can be and the timing of substitutions. If needed, he's quick to...
Goal! Spurs! The breakthrough strike! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Sa.
Tries a through ball. Mount. Now the pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. Bentancur, Bruno Fernandes, great challenge. Bentancur. Shaw sticks in a foot to win it back. Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Out to safety. Mount passes it through. It's the through ball. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Looking to force his way through. Gets it upfield. Bruno Fernandes, forward it goes. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Thrust towards the front line. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Mount. And it's Shaw. Looks like a good ball through. And he's made certain that won't get through. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. And in it goes! Manchester United are back on level terms. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Thiago. That's not going to find its target. Solanke takes a look up. Solanke with the ball through. Maguire tries to get it forward quickly. It's got through. Romero has been caught there, it's foul. Get that clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. United are cushioned by the confidence of a narrow win in their last game. Solanke floats one over. Shoots! That's a half-decent try.
I couldn't have hit that any better. Any other time it would have sneaked in.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Gets his foot in there. Keeper's got good distance on that. Casemiro. Can he find a finish now? Looking to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Casemiro has pinged one through here. He'll have a dip! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
The Red Devils go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Plays it out to the flank. Charges in. Solanke battles to win it back. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Just off target.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and he had to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power. Tottenham Hotspur have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Aimed long and direct. Passes it through. Now here's the through ball. The shot's on! Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. What about that, Jim Beglin?
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Tottenham Hotspur look as though they're about to make a change. Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Solanke pushes it out wide. Solanke unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looks to slip it through. He's away! Maddison was in the 11 for the last game. Gets it back. Bruno Fernandes. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Aim forward. Bruno Fernandes. Tries a through ball. Now it's Maddison. Top save! That shot was travelling. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. 75 minutes played. Bentancur battles to win it back. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Solanke. Maddison. Solanke. Now the pass. Davis looking to get on the end of this. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And through to the goalkeeper. Played out to the right. Davis gets it back. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Back to the keeper and try something new. Defence has got rid of that. Maddison battles to win it back.
Tottenham Hotspur have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
Gets it back. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Bruno Fernandes. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. The Red Devils have a sub ready to come on. Shaw. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Clears it out of harm's way. Bruno Fernandes with the delivery. Oh, just needed a better contact.
Tottenham Hotspur didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Knocks it away. Johnson. Shaw battles to win it back. Tries a long pass towards the front. So that's it, it is all over. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. Your final thoughts, Jim?
They've achieved this away win thanks to a game plan which they...
A ground that barely needs an introduction. The grand theatre for many a footballing drama. Welcome to the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. The teams then, Manchester United against Liverpool. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Begley.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The lineups, we can have a look at them now. So it's away we go then. Curtain goes up on the latest rendition of this massively anticipated derby. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, and the vision to get him through was all good, but the execution of the pass wasn't quite right. But importantly, he's holding his line until the very last moment, and that will pay off.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. McAllister. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Sesko, it's a long forward pass. Casemiro gets it back. Sesko tries a through ball. Umbuemo. Thiago hoisted towards the area. Away from immediate danger. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Now the pass. Keeper's ball. Isak. Van Dijk positions himself well and cuts it out. He's done well to tidy up the situation. Gomez. Mohamed Salah.
Oh, we don't even need to look at the stats, do we, Peter? 0 attempts, 0 goals, and excitement, forget it.
Aimed long and direct. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Loose. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Isak. Looks to slip it through. It's gone a long way up and away. Mohamed Salah plays it long. Shots on! Clears it out of harm's way. Keeps everyone guessing. Swept in. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Passes it through. Now here's the through ball. He's made sure that that won't get through. Robertson pumps it upfield. Chiesa. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Managed to get it away. Vids. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Isak battles to win it back. Robertson. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Turns and goes back. He's got away with one there.
Oh look, I don't need to tell you that that is not a good area to lose possession in, and should it be repeated, I think there's a real chance that the next time they're going to be punished for it.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Cuts it out. Gomez. Spoon forward. Chiesa. Looks like a good ball through. A real chance to break. Shoots! It's broken loose. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Bruno Fernandes. Mount. Done very well to intervene. Trying to play it through.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Great reaction. Tries a long pass towards the front. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to slip it through. It's a decent ball. Now the pass. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, they're playing a game of wait and wallop. Let the opposition have the possession and defend in numbers, and then wallop, hit them hard and fast on the break. It's worked once, and they can do it again.
Manchester United, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Manchester United going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Isak, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Thiago. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Mohamed Salah. The Reds, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Whipped in. Firmly met. Charges in. Who's going to make this theirs? Simple.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Tries a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Yeah, they have lots of options in the box there. They've got plenty to chew on at the moment, but no bite. Van Dijk. Mohamed
Mohamed Salah. Sergio, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Well played, he saw that coming. Played out to the wing. Cut out in the nick of time. Van Dijk can hoist it clear. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on. And out to safety. Forward tracking. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The Red Devils have a sub ready to come on. Mohamed Salah pushes it out wide. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Bruno Fernandes boots it upfield. Mohamed Salah has scored near to half-time to make it 1-0. And in it goes! Liverpool are all square. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
United look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Bruno Fernandes. Well positioned to make that interception. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Bruno Fernandes. Matches Cunha! The shot's on! And somehow he managed to miss it.
You get the feeling that whoever scores the next goal here will be the winners of this tie. They can't afford to waste chances like that, though.
Van Dijk gets it upfield. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all.
He's going to be pulled back for that one. denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, what a tester for the goalkeeper, because it was struck with real venom, and I thought he dealt with it really well.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, he's broken through.
I think the key for this game now is who can show that extra little bit of composure on the ball. You can't lose it like that.
Liverpool, their final change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Tries a through ball. It's Fernandez! Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Goal! Manchester United! And surely now, that is that! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Manchester United take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Defence has got rid of that. Out to the left it goes. 4 extra minutes added on. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Going for goal! He has done it! They have stolen level at the last! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Passes it through. Mano. No question, that's a foul. Tries a through ball. The Red Devils have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Towering header! And that is that. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. The end of the game. Reflections?
I think the first thing to say is that the draw was about the right result. It had everything you want in a clash of this nature, the commitment, the passion.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And here we have Arsenal against Manchester United. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And now the lineups for the game. We're underway. So the signal to start the final round of fixtures in part 1 of 2 this season. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, the goalkeeper, Kepa. He never seems to get flustered or lose his composure. That kind of calmness is infectious too, and should help the defence in front of him play with a little more confidence. He's also good on the ball, so keep an eye out for those quick passes to the forward line.
Okay, interesting. In for a header! He will be livid with himself.
It's been such a positive start. I think the next step has to involve tucking one away.
White, aimed long and direct. Sesko. Now the pass. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
Bruno Fernandes to take it as usual. Clears it out of harm's way. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes gets it into the middle. It was all about the... Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Mikel Merino tries the route one option. Meno. The Gunners have their manager to thank for the last result.
Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on, and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula in itself.
counter. Spoon forward. Looks to slip it through. Mounts! Great reaction. Hits it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Rice pumps it upfield. Passes it through. Merino. Looks like a good ball through. Done very well to intervene. In comes the cross. They've managed to get it away. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. No question that's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Pumps it forwards. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Plays it out to the wing. He's through the middle. And the defence can get it clear. Tries a through ball. He's had a go! No, not this time.
Yeah, they had lots of options in the box there. They've got plenty to chew on at the moment, but no bite.
Gabriel. Who's going to make this theirs? Bruno Fernandes. Played out to the right. Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Gets up to head it! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Manchester United take the lead, 1-0.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's in, surely! Back of the net!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Odegaard. Martinelli. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Mazraoui. Good idea, just poorly executed. Turns and goes back. Bruno Fernandes. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Martinelli. Merino passes it through. Saka. Merino. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And so we're off again.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Looks like a good ball through. In with a header! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Arsenal look as though they're about to make a change. The Red Devils go into the lead. Gabriel. Saka. United showed a lot of spirit and fight in a bruising Derby Day stalemate. Umbuemo tries to get it forward quickly. Mount looks to slip it through. Oh, the ball's come loose!
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
Mazraoui. Umbuemo looks to slip it through. Massive leap! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Oh, the cross was inch perfect, and the header unerring.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
The Red Devils go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Now the pass. Looking to force his way through. He can get that clear. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
Gabriel.
Arsenal have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Out of play for a goal kick. Boots it upfield. Well played, he saw that coming. Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter. Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be dig far post.
Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Played into the middle, and that's been repelled. He's got it, and he's got time. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Oh, it looked like a training ground drill that almost worked a treat, only for that flag to go up. He just went a tad early.
Tries a through ball. Oh, he's come flying in. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. A chance! Brilliant from Gabriel Jesus!
Gabriel Jesus showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Bruno Fernandes. Tries a long pass towards the front. Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And he's got his range wrong there. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Meno, aimed long and direct. He's made sure that that won't get through. It's a loose ball. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Good interception. White. Rice pumps it upfield. Gabriel Jesus passes it through. Mikel Merino looking to get on the end of this. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Arsenal have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Sesko! He's done very well to get to that.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Oh, that's great stuff from him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
Mathias Cunha. Looks like a good ball through. Shakes the shoots! They've done it! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Kepa reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Subimendi. Rice. 4 added minutes on the board. Gabriel. Gabriel Jesus passes it through. Spoon forward. Bruno Fernandes. Gabriel Jesus. Maguire battles to win it back. Oh, he's in! He's had a shot! And that's it. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, when you can go away from home and produce a win like that, then